Yeah.
I'm here to pod today, man.
Okay,
Fuck this.
You in the mood?
Oh.
Let me know, bro.
Hey, man.
Okay, cool.
I have to call on my brother, man, to bring the chopper.
Alright.
They're coming for me still.
What, the white man?
Boy,
Okay, cool.
you know. But yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here to pod.
I love that. Wave's looking kind of strong still.
Come on, man.
It's looking good.
I mean, listen, I'm enjoying my little journey, but the wave's looking kind of strong still.
Yeah, man.
How long did you keep the do-rag on for today?
Bruv.
15 hours?
Nah, not even that long. But I've been using some shea butter in my hair.
Okay.
Yeah, imported straight from Ghana. Still
Raw, no label, no
nothing.
The bag.
It's like the moonshine. It's like the equivalent.
That's how you know it's real when it just comes in one like black bag. Your mum gives you like it's contraband. Yeah, Junior, just take it.
Yeah, bruv. And depending on where it is, yeah, it could come solid or soft, innit?
Yeah.
So if it's wrapped in a certain thing,
It's wrapped in cling.
yeah, man, it could look like a brick still.
Yeah. It does look like a brick.
Yeah.
Wonders, man.
It's tricky in customs, but yeah, man, you know.
Yeah, I need to even re-up still. I'm going to see Mumsy this weekend, so you just pop in. So, do you want some of this? Yes. Yeah, I need some stuff in it. So.
That's when you start collecting, boy.
That's the best when you move out. When you just pop in and it's like,
Yeah.
and my little sister's always hating. She's like, oh, your mum's always cooking. I was like, I ain't been around in a minute, so let me collect some stuff, man.
Yeah, like if your mum sees you every day, like it's not gonna have the same effect of when you don't live there.
Yeah.
Because when you move out, yeah, they're so happy to see you, bruv. On a normal day, boy, I don't know about you lot, but
Man, I know the feeling. I was like, when I was living here, this love weren't the same, bruv.
Yeah.
And you move out, oh, my son. I was like, so it's good though. But we back, #Offthecuffpod.
come on.
A good honest conversation, never hurt anyone.
Yes,
If you're listening for the first week, my name is Fols Forever.
Mr Vans,
And Chris is in the building.
Hello.
Chrissy Hive.
Chrissy Hive, indeed. H is in the cut as well. You hear H? You gonna acknowledge our listeners or?
King of the summer.
There's a mic right behind you, bro. You can say hey, say hi.
But last time you were like, the mic can pick it up. I can manipulate the audio.
Yeah, she mocked you still.
Chrissy, you're getting more and more comfortable with this podcast. Even drawing out H, that's my job.
And watch it again.
You about to lose
H
your
is the
job.
person with the voice as well that all the ladies love, and then she's
Yeah. No, H has got a proper deep voice. Don't do that again. Yeah. Well, we got some guests in the building.
yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself to our listeners?
Yeah, I'm Nana, I'm one half of TwoTwospodcast. And I'm Rose, and I'm another half of TwoTwospodcast. Nana, do it properly. You
Do
must
the
do it like
proper
that.
introduction.
Oh, the intro. Yes, come on now. What's the intro? Oh, normal intro.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Why do you do this? Because why not? Oh God, my name is Nana. And I'm Rose. And together we are two twos.
Hey, see, there you go.
Properties,
Little horn for you. and that.
Continuity. I know you're not at your space. You got to keep it that
Do you know,
way.
we don't have that though. Normally I do that with my mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for assisting.
Man's got the proper signs.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
Like
alright,
the
it's alright.
utensils.
It's alright.
Do you know how long it took him to set this up?
I know.
Let him work.
Yeah, gotta work.
No, we love it.
Yeah, man.
But happy you lot come down.
Overdue, actually.
Yeah, overdue, innit?
Yeah, overdue. I feel like I invited us on here, but it's alright.
Whoa.
Yeah, I feel like I came.
Say how you really feel. Go
Yeah, I
on.
remember I went to Van and I was like, so when we come in, on the podcast?
I love that.
Here we are.
I don't recall it.
I
that
don't
went that
recall.
way.
I don't think I was there for that.
No,
No, you were there.
you give your version and he's going to mansplain after.
That's what happened. What I just said is what happened. Nana wasn't there though. I wasn't there. You wasn't there.
Cool. So, Savannah, what really happened?
I think Foles, you were there, so you know.
Oh, you were there actually.
Yeah, you
you
were.
there, yeah.
Cool, go on.
So I was like, so you know, what's going on? Like, I've been meaning to hit you up. Like, when are you coming on the pod? And you're like,
That's
yeah,
not
we'll
what
come
happened. That's not what happened. But okay.
on. No,
I don't remember.
I mean,
we're here though, innit?
We're here.
I
We're
think
here.
the
are
last
here.
time we saw each other, some people was doing balloons. I won't say who. I'm just
whoa.
Who was doing balloons?
Skirt.
Who was doing balloons? That's
Wow.
crazy.
It's mad, isn't it?
Really?
That's nuts. Still didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Certain champions were, doing balloons.
Oh, I think I might have heard about that.
Yeah?
actually. Do you know who I think it was? Those girls we met at the venue. Yeah, it must have been them. Yeah. We were with them, but it wasn't us.
Well, you was with them, but you wasn't really with them.
Yeah, them ones.
Yeah.
We just
So-
met them that day.
So someone that looks just like you was.
No,
Taking
that was,
balloons?
there's no one that looks like that. It's just
Talk
me.
heavy, talk heavy.
Just me, so it couldn't have been. So, yeah.
Certain people were calling people out.
What's
that
that?
they'd out balloon them.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there for that. There was a particular young man who was cheating. You know, he was
I know you're
playing a
talking
balloon
about.
game, yeah, and he was cheating.
I would
you
like to
know.
name and shame. I would like to do that.
I mean,
if you snitch, you snitch. It ain't us.
yeah.
Yeah, if you want to snitch, it's on you.
He begins with S.
Okay.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, definitely friend of the show. Yeah.
Scully.
Scully, I tried to protect you, bro.
But yeah, I mean, that was a great night. Good times.
It was a good night, man. Shouts to Remy Bergs, Henry.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, Bisola was on the decks as well.
Yeah, she did her thing still. They had me there early though. Security weren't respecting me, bro.
Foles was there early.
Like genuinely, like it was me, security, my sis, the bar staff. Maybe like I might have been the second actual like party goer there. Innit?
You should have pulled out a SIA badge.
Bro, I was this close. And when I pulled up, obviously, Donnie was looking like there was, that two people in front of you they're doing the whole like I can't find my ID, bro. You know you haven't got your ID, so step aside.
Yeah.
Someone that came prepared.
Yeah.
I stay with it. I got my ID on me, and now he's giving me the extra energy off the back of them.
Yeah.
The search was different.
So man was getting residual searches and
Bro,
No, the search
Residual-
was different. No, it was.
No, the search like the only other search that was that intimate was a search at Metrofest.
shit, bro. Do you know what?
The way I was getting, I was like, do I get happy ending at the end of this? Like, like this rubs a bit much. Like, what's going on?
The thing is that like they were moving mad militant because I pulled up but I didn't have my ID, so I was like,
Why, when you're going out, why do you come without ID?
I was already out, and I don't think I expected to actually come out that night. So I was
fair.
I'm in
Do you know
South,
what,
so
yeah, I find it a bit weird when people just don't have ID on them.
Yeah,
I
you
always have
it,
my
like,
ID
in your wallet.
When I go to the
I didn't have my wallet.
That's the thing. That's
Okay,
when I don't
okay.
have my ID. When I don't have my wallet.
Yeah, I didn't have my wallet. I was just getting by on my phone. And nowadays you can do that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's only though the other day where I needed my wallet.
Where was you?
I went to the petrol station, bro.
Oh,
No queues, and there was petrol.
There were no queues.
It was the Asda in Old Kent.
Oh, the
Okay, the
Yeah,
self-service.
so it's just self-service thing.
That's
So
bad luck.
no contactless, no nothing. So
There's
I
not even a
pulled up.
person there.
Hmm?
There's not even.
No,
Nah, it's
you
just
can self-service,
pay at the pump.
Technology.
So when the petrol crisis was crazy, I went down there and I was like, yeah, and the queue was crazy. Like there was backed up with people trying to get into Asda just to shop normally, but having to wait as well.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, no queue, no nothing. And then I realized that I didn't have my wallet.
Yeah, the only time when it's like I get it is like if you're living an alternative lifestyle where like it's not in your best interest to carry your ID.
Alternative lifestyle.
You
Read
talking
between
about?
the lines, man.
No, I need to just say it. I need to
Read
just say
between the
it.
lines, come on, man.
I mean,
And even a place like that at Brixton, yeah. What was more annoying is once you were in the dance, yeah, that kind of crowd, yeah, was like a no trouble, good
was
vibes
cool,
crowd.
yeah.
So I was like, why is security
Yeah,
moving like
yeah,
this?
yeah,
I know you're in Brixton, innit? But like, let's be honest, like all them PDC lot, they're older now. Like,
Oh my god, I haven't heard PDC in years. Wow.
Pill them crew, yeah.
Yeah.
Pray days change.
probably during children, like, bro, like, the way security's moving was like someone's coming to lock up. I'm like, brother, relax, bro.
Fam, like, and I was like, oh,
There's
bro,
bare
like,
Crocs
allow
in
it,
there.
innit?
Everyone's wearing Crocs. It was
After
a
all the
nice night.
gentrification.
You were wearing Crocs in it?
No, not that day.
Not that day.
No.
Okay.
But the thing is that like, I was speaking to you and you were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get Remy to come out and blah blah blah, patting it. I was thinking, oh yeah, cool. I don't have to go home and get my ID. They were like, nah. And I was like, bro, come on, man. You see the grays on my beard? I'm old enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, man. Sometimes we have to appreciate the fact that security are moving militant at the door.
No, I get
Because
it.
they don't want to end up like that meme of that.
That one. Yeah.
Oh, when the guy was like,
At the
barely
football
touching
match.
the ball.
Yeah.
Bro,
It was like that Yam Carnival.
Yeah, I was just about
That
to
was
say,
security.
that was
Really?
vibes, just
Yeah.
vibes.
You know, as much as I'm complaining that, like I said about the intimate search, yeah, sometimes I go and place and like, brother, search me, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Make me feel comfortable.
we went
That
at
search
injunction as well.
Yeah.
Nah, security needs to pattern up.
Well, Young Khan was in Clapper Junction. They didn't search you properly.
No.
No.
And that made me
Nah.
feel like, right, I could have brought some drinking
Because
here.
them junction dons.
She said
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah, no, that's the worst story. It's like you either neck your drink quickly, so now you're super waved within 10 minutes, or you panic and you dash your juice. It happened to me that wireless. Remember that wireless when we got in there, like we barely paid and that.
Yeah.
So like, as I've
I'm
Context.
really sorry.
We'll-
No,
literally-
I'm
need-
sorry.
we
Hon,
Barely
stop.
paid.
Yeah.
Hun, you either paid or you didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
yeah.
Did you
Okay.
get backdoor entrance?
I'll explain. So someone, you know when someone tells you they got something pattern? Remember, I didn't ask for this, innit? But we're in that queue, and I can see my man. He's at the front of the queue. You know, like the worst thing you want to see when someone said they got something pattern is when they're now on the phone at the front of the queue looking around.
Okay.
So, family member, I see her step off into a side queue, innit, with her brethren, and she just gave me the look. I said, what? I just dipped there, and she's like, I'll sort him out. But they got in and they didn't pay. I think I just slapped him like £20, but I could have just walked past, innit? So that's what I mean by barely paying, because they should have been like
80 or something.
80 quid in that. So obviously when I've got in there, me being, you know, so I just want a nice give them a drink. So in my head, I'm like, I've already spent our money. Let's just, you know, do our thing. So, yeah.
Great time.
Yeah.
Thanks for the clarification. Appreciate it.
Does that make sense now?
No, that is perfect. Thank you so much.
So does barely paid still sound correct?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Quick little 20.
Yeah, like 20.
I don't know you could pay the door for festivals like that.
I mean, you can't.
You can't.
It's not advised. I wouldn't say risking that, yeah.
Wasn't it that year where everyone was like climbing over the gates?
Yeah.
And
Do you know what? There's a year, I'm not going to mention any names, but somebody I know was letting people in from like gate, some side gate and charging people.
Yeah, straight up.
I
ain't mad at that.
I'm not against that though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because you'll still have bread. Like, even if you get nabbed, you'll still have bread in your pocket.
Yeah.
And a lot of them jobs are like they're one. When you work in events, it's like that one day.
Yeah.
The amount of times we've gone places and like you be chatting to one of the bar staff and just like, you know, just building a little rapport in that.
Bro, back in the day, I was doing like jobs in like stadiums and that, and little hospitality. You think I went teeth in drinks?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Then we have the teeth
and peas.
Like,
bro, you have to make the most of the situation. I didn't care enough about the job. Like, if I got nabbed, I got nabbed in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, we've done.
Have you guys been fired before?
Sorry.
You've been fired from any jobs?
Yeah.
If you want me to relive some past trauma, just let me know.
Yeah.
Is that plenty job? Just one job?
No, just one job. Telesales, didn't enjoy it.
Oh, then
they can see it. They were like, I don't think this is for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I can't lie to people like this.
Yeah. Telesales is the worst though. Like just sitting there and day in, day out and doing the same.
I was young though.
Yeah, in college everyone had
like the older I became, the more dishonest.
You lost your innocence.
The older I became, bruv, like I just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
I remember I was working, I think my second year, the summer before like your third year uni, I was working for a double glazing company.
Right.
And I had one of these mad sales going through it. Like, if it went through, I think the commission would have been like 8 racks. Now being in uni, just imagine what I'm a millionaire basically.
Yeah.
I've got £1 million.
Stunting on everyone.
Basically,
Basically.
But the lady had dementia in it.
Did she actually?
No, she did. So, like, so it was good it didn't go through.
Yeah.
But those things where you call up someone's house and like you speak to them, and she did ask all the security questions and was coherent, but she has dementia. So now when her sons come home as a carer or whatever, he's found out that because she told him a couple of days later. Man has rang up the company, like giving it to us and that, and just like kicking off. But luckily for me, you know, you read the script by the letter of the law. They back to me, so I didn't do anything wrong. But she does have dementia. There's no way I can't tell over the phone you got dementia.
No, that's true.
I don't know to know. Gladys. Like,
Do you know what that reminds me? Yeah, recently my mum tried to buy a bed for 5k, and then she tried to buy a bed, no mattress, for 5k, and then she gave the salesman my details. So the guy called me and said, "Oh yeah, I'm coming in for payment." What's she talking about? So he came to my house, and then he's giving me this 5k bill. This is like 3 weeks ago. What's this for?
Recent boy.
What is this for? And then he was like,
"Yeah." The podcast and was like, "She's got it."
Listen, she saw that
billboard.
Said,
yeah, 5k.
Listen, and then I could see the guy was looking at me like the commission in his eyes.
Yeah,
he saw it leaving slowly. I said to him, "I don't know anything about this. It's not happening."
You actually got to start saying, "I'm not aware. I'm not comfortable." You start saying all the buzzwords.
That's why I said I'm not comfortable.
He can't sell it to you because you'll get in trouble.
But that bed must have been nuts because, like, in my mind, when I started realizing how expensive beds are, but it was because of the mattress, not because of the bed frame. So, if there's a bed that costs 5k without the mattress,
what's the mattress saying?
That bed was a Brexit bed. It was a Brexit. They said it's made in Britain. All the pieces are made here. They try, that's how they just sell it. It's British wood and all this business. That's what, it's a Brexit bed.
That's crazy.
That's what they try to say.
Speaking about beds, I don't know if you guys know, Rosie's bed broke because of activities.
Wow.
Adult
wrestling, yes.
Wow. How's your bed come?
Oh, we partying now.
No, wait, let's not skate past.
Yeah.
No, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Beds, I thought that was, you know.
What is wrong with you?
So a lot of adult wrestling, you know.
No.
Don't lie to the people now.
Don't lie to the people.
it's just over time. You know, when you've had a bed for a long time and it's
wear and tear and that.
Yeah.
Just doing a lot of.
It's just wear and tear.
Little sleeping.
Yeah.
But you still haven't received the bed yet.
No, it's taken months.
Oh wow.
Well, they said it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks, but it's been a while.
That's crazy.
But you know what? If my bed broke because I was putting in work, I wouldn't mind.
That's not why my bed broke though.
No, that's the story. Okay, inquiring minds would like to know. So, how are you facilitating the adult wrestling now? There's no bed. Like, how imaginative are we getting? Because there's no.
Oh, there's another bed there, innit? There's another bed.
Okay.
Yeah, the mattress isn't broke. That can work.
Yeah, true.
True.
That's right.
Sofa's there.
True.
The floor.
Yeah.
keep going. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
Staircase.
The staircase.
Yeah.
That's very uncomfortable on the floor though. Don't you think it's
The
uncomfortable?
staircase is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But depends, I guess. On
Well,
the
it depends.
position.
It depends on how you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chrissy, do not say a word. Wholesome agenda, wholesome in the corner, alright? Because last week, Chrissy, what was she talking about? Richmond sausages last week?
Yeah. Hey, listen,
I was
man.
listening
You need
the
to have
podcast
no
last
shame
week,
in
I
your
was
game.
like, what? Richmond sausages, look at you.
Yeah.
No, there's one white guy said you risk it for it, so it's cool. We won't hold it against you.
No, we don't.
Oh,
Really?
Listen, the key
Interesting.
to life is
No,
having
but
no
I
shame
believe
in the
Jason
game.
Sakura from Ghost, from Power. Was it Power?
Oh,
Tommy.
Tommy.
yeah.
What's his name?
Yes.
Jason.
She even knows the
Joseph
Nah,
Sakura.
nah,
Joseph
you're Tommy.
Sakura.
I'm sorry.
It's Tommy.
There's certain like public figures or celebrities that, bruv, I'm not calling you by your real name.
Nah,
Ghost.
yeah.
Tommy, bruv.
That's Tommy. Yeah.
Tommy,
You can't
the
say
white guy.
Yeah. Even Ghost is Ghost.
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Amari Hardwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's Ghost. Yeah.
And isn't he washed in real life as well?
What?
Or he's wearing like beads.
Oh, that's something else men can't do.
No, he was given like, like Neo Soul vibes. That's
Yeah,
what
like-
Yeah, he's
But he doesn't
wearing
wear
Brown
that.
leather
Was it
waistcoat
just the
and
one? Wasn't the one outfit?
yeah, it's like a white vest and
Brown
waistcoat
Chelsea boot.
over.
Yeah.
But
That's just
And
one
a
outfit,
trophy.
though.
No, but his
Remember them
whole-
All Saints boots that Dons used to wear and that?
The
Yeah,
JLS swag.
yeah.
Yeah,
With
with the
W
U-neck.
Yeah, yep, exactly that. Yeah.
So you two, you never dressed like that? Never.
Nah.
I was in uni.
I had a V-neck. I had a V-neck.
I had
but
like the V-neck from top
That boot, that All Saints boot that them Dons used to wear and that.
Now we had some brothers at our uni that like went all the way there with it. I couldn't do it.
Mm.
I went for the V-neck. Obviously, we was doing a lot of incline chest them days.
Oh.
So
Mm.
it was a lot. Oceana
I
was
feel
going
like
off.
Yeah.
lesbians still do that.
Some
The Chelsea
do.
boot.
Yeah, they do the Chelsea.
They do the
boot.
Chelsea boot. Yeah.
From Bershka.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Mm.
Zara.
What's your traditional lesbian swag? What's like a telltale sign? 'Cause I know like we act like we're not like meant to be like stereotypical and that, but like
we
there's-
yeah.
'cause I want to go somewhere with this. Innit? So we're here to pod today. Shouts out TwoTwospodcast.
Yes.
Let's go. What's the stereotypical swag?
It's the Chelsea boots.
The Chelsea boot. If they're going out to a nice place, it's going to be a
It's
Chelsea,
Chelsea
boot.
boots. Maybe
And a-
jeans and a
and a
belt.
Turtleneck.
Yeah,
And a turtleneck, yeah.
turtleneck, yeah.
And them hats. The
Oh
fedora
yeah, the
hats.
fedora hats.
Or the
Yeah.
future joints?
Yeah. But you know, I think that's more Americans though.
Yeah.
That's more Americans.
Yeah, what's the British like equivalent like?
I don't think where everyone has locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got locks.
Literally everyone.
So you said I'm a lesbian.
I'm dead.
What did Drake say? Me too.
Everyone's got locks.
That's, I'm a lesbian. Me too.
I heard that lyric and I was like, right, everybody's a lesbian. Okay, like it's in every lyric. They always talk about lesbians in all the lyrics. I'm just like, oh, that's.
But there was the era of the
We're a
shaved
trend.
head.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
shaved head, yeah.
Yeah,
the shaved
yeah,
head.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had that as well. Yeah.
I had my hair was shaved at one point too, a long time ago. But yeah, it's that.
But
What kind of shaved though? Like, is it like a bald or like a little high top
That's like a
with
level.
like lines on the side and that?
There was a pattern
I
era,
definitely had that as well.
Yeah.
and there was like the
Stars.
level one.
The stars.
Yeah.
But the only,
Yeah.
the only thing sometimes when girls get the shape up, when they get there's no shape up.
They get the round
Yeah,
on
no
the round.
shape
The
up.
round. It's very ugly. It's very ugly.
One time,
I'm here to say,
the barber gave me a round one time. I was so upset.
it
I
just
didn't
look
leave
like
the
a
house.
Malteser. Why is it round like that? Is...
He said, "Don't worry, it's not gonna look like that." And then it looked like that at the end.
When I used to get my hair done, I said, "Don't touch the front. Just leave. Let it do what it's doing. I don't want that round thing, and I don't want to border either because it's just too much."
My sister's got my sister's bald or it's like a one.
Yeah.
And she gets like a shape up and that.
I think it looks better.
Yeah, it does. Like, because if she had a round thing, she knew that I would have cooked her every single
That's
time.
what the girls,
That's tough love. You need that, man.
That's what my cousins in Ghana.
I was like, you're my older sister, but you're getting cooked.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a very low level. It's just that round. No.
What about the dress down swag? Because I've been on here talking about like the Jordans and jerseys. There was that era as well.
Mm-hmm. One of my friends does that. Yeah.
Yeah, she still does.
We love you. Even in the winter, like she still dresses like that in the winter.
What, a jersey in the winter?
And shorts, yeah.
Jesus.
That's commitment, though.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah, but there's like, you always know someone that wears like shorts all year round.
Yeah.
I was like that for a little period, but then it just got too cold. I couldn't do it.
Bro, where are you going?
I used to come in on a Tuesday sometimes with shorts on, sock darts, and it's like, yeah.
To be fair, Nana as well used to wear shorts all the time.
That is a lie.
You did.
Don't
You wear
listen to
shorts
this.
all the time.
Don't
Even now your leg is showing.
So you're saying
She likes to have this joke that I don't wear trousers that come to
She
my...
loves ankle swingers.
oh, you always show a little bit, just a little bit of leg thrust.
Yeah.
Now,
Apparently I'm a hipster because of that.
oh, I mean,
Isn't that trouser hipster trouser?
I mean, you're wearing Champion. You're wearing
It is a
white Air
hipster,
Forces.
yeah.
You're giving me Shoreditch vibes right now. There's nothing wrong with it,
Right.
but you're giving me Shoreditch vibes right now. I like
Yeah.
the Champion trousers. I might have to order them still.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
nice. They are nice.
Yeah, they are nice.
They're right,
still.
they're right, yeah. Don't be
So
sad.
like, tell me,
Soften the blow with a little compliment at the end.
tell me something though, yeah, because young M.A., she's come out, she's this huge sensation, right? But there's a lot of straight women that love her, innit? Do you get her appeal?
Not personally for myself. I mean, I see the appeal because she's like... I feel like girls are attracted to that kind of energy where it's like...
She's big dick energy.
Yeah,
she's
big
got
dick
energy,
energy.
yeah.
She's got good energy, and I feel like girls are really like attracted to that. And yeah, so I get it, but
Yeah, I get it, but it's not for me.
yeah,
But yeah, I get it.
yeah.
You know, like the hood ones.
No, it's too much.
No, it's not even the hood ones that are more feminine. No,
So no ratchets here.
No ratchets at all.
This is a ratchet free zone.
yeah, I just been there, done that. Got a t-shirt. It's alright. I'm right there.
Yeah,
But young men, I get it. Do you know what I mean? Especially for straight women because it's like it's new and it's something they're not used to, so they just wanna. Do you know what I mean? They're intrigued.
yeah. And I feel like women like that energy. They like, confidence and all of
They like that
stuff.
energy in guys as well.
Yeah, that's why
yeah.
they like younger men.
The thing is, younger May's like a true misogynist at heart as well. No,
Exactly.
she's actually one of the man. Then when you break it down,
Yeah.
This is
you
why.
listen to the lyrics, like the vibe and that. She's a woman, innit? So I think that's even.
Does that make her get away with it then?
No, that's why.
Just because,
listen,
like,
if,
because she's a
obviously
woman.
the man that made me get away with stuff for a long time, so it doesn't even equate. But
Yeah.
I think we're getting to a space now where and you're getting bigger and bigger, there's more scrutiny in terms of what you do, what you say, what you post, how you move. She can kind of still flex in that space because it's like, you know what? There's element being obviously sexuality and then being a woman, so it's like let her do her thing, innit?
Yeah.
I think that's also maybe what they're saying is intrigue as well, because you're getting that energy, but from a woman, so it's like okay, cool. So I've heard and seen a lot more women that I didn't even know were I wouldn't say bi-curious. I didn't know they even entertain women to say that if they would, it would be for someone like a young MA.
Right.
And maybe it's just an online thing of playing around, but I started seeing it more and more. Like you got to take these women seriously.
When they say it, you have to take it seriously.
Seriously. Because they'll be cheating and be like, I was not cheating as a girl. Sis.
Wait, what? Wait,
No,
wait.
Have you heard that one? You ever heard that one?
Nah.
I've heard that one still.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. I think I've been seeing a lot more of that lately as well. Like the women's are defecting from the man them. They're laughing because they know what's really going on outside, bruv. Babes, I didn't even turn around. You got a girlfriend. Since when? What's going on?
We've been shocked as well. We're like, oh, this one as well.
No, we are shocked as well.
Yeah,
So when you guys are in, happy, thriving relationships and that, shouts to your partners. Yeah.
We don't want no smoke, but
We don't want no
jokes.
smoke.
We got on some jokes today. So just take it.
However, or not even however, but when you guys were single, were you guys just teething babes from man?
Well.
Just swindling bare babes, like just turning heads.
No, I don't think. No.
We weren't that bad. I don't think we were that bad.
Wait.
I feel like-
When you say something like that, that means you were out here doing that.
Do you know what? To some extent, I was out here. I was.
To be honest, you get a little kick out of it. Like he doesn't even know. He thinks I'm one of the man that when I took his girl. Like, be honest.
Do you know what? I have to be honest. That was my favorite thing to do.
Oh my God! The evil you have done is enough.
I absolutely loved it. I did love it, and I love the drama that came with it as well. Loved it. I was a bit toxic. I was very toxic then.
Back in the day, a little bit you were.
Because there is something to be like.
You said you loved it. There's no a bit toxic about it. You were full blown toxic.
It was alright. It was good. It was fun.
Damn. Double hump side.
True.
You don't tell your story about the
Which one?
Tell us the infamous story.
Unmarried woman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was dating a married lady.
Did you know she was married from the get go?
Nah, so basically she never told me, but I knew because I saw her wedding on Instagram, so I knew.
Oh my god!
So she used to go. She used to come and meet you without a wedding ring.
No, she used to wear the ring, but she used to say that they're separated.
Okay.
That old chestnut.
Yeah, she said that they're separated and they were going through a divorce.
That's
but
like an LA Lounge excuse.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
LA
yeah.
Lounge.
No, but she actually goes LA Lounge as well. But but yeah, she was there. Like, but she literally only got married like a month before she met me. So it was
What is
That's even
going
worse.
on?
That's even worse.
Yeah.
You
That
your
is even
honeymoon
worse.
phase.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what is going on?
yeah, I remember.
You
I
a
was
sniper.
Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
My god sister saw me. Was like, "What are you doing with her?" I was at her wedding. It's me, please. We're just friends.
You know what? Yeah. When it comes to my day being to get married, sorry, like I don't know, paranoia might run rife through my head. Like,
No, everyone thinks they agrees, but I think I'm too. The way my thing shut up, yeah. Like for you to do that to me on my day, yeah. You're gonna say to that question about like, speak now, if ever hold your peace. Hold it, bruv. Don't
and
say
then
that.
Adoni like just comes. No, wait.
Yeah.
No.
Or in Rose's
woman.
case,
The
a woman to pop up like.
That did happen in Tottenham though. A woman was a auntie and uncle getting married, and then
Okay.
another auntie came to stop it because she was with the woman.
Jesus.
That is crazy.
How did Uncle
Lord.
take it?
They ignored it, carried on getting married.
Love that.
Yeah,
Of course they would.
I didn't
Yeah.
see
Anyway,
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Mum was mum
About
was
them
giving me
vows.
yeah, about
I
them.
was saying, I do. You do.
Yeah.
You do me too.
Let's be going.
the tea. Yeah, exactly. Let's be going.
Let's be
going.
Imagine that someone's at the back shouting. No. Just carry on going.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
but-
you need to have an elite, like, bridal squad. Because do you feel like on my wedding day, one stupid person is going to come inside and be like, I'm objecting,
Nah.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
But within every like friendship group, yeah, there's gonna be the one that is the least judgmental. That's the one you tell all your dirt to, innit?
Yeah.
So it's up to that person to flag it down immediately.
Yeah.
Everyone's flagging it down.
Nah, because like there's certain
Nah,
people
on
in the
site.
squad that are
Nah,
little
nah,
judgmental.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
There's that
Like,
one
you don't
babe she- there's that
like you
one
keep
babe
them around, but you don't tell them all your dirt
Because
because
she only
they start
like
judging
man
you,
like
innit?
that. Like if she hears your man slipped up a little bit, she'll be pushing you out the door, innit? She'll be pushing you to new auntie's arms. So you got to be careful about them ones.
We've seen the videos. You know, we've seen those videos on Twitter where I think it was a Ghanaian wedding. They were getting married. The guy was dancing with another woman.
Was that real? I saw that. Was that?
I think it was real. And the lady was just watching them and she walked off. Did you see it?
No, I heard about it though.
Yeah.
I saw the video. Like Donnie's on his wedding day. One babe's a dancer. I don't know if she was from his side, like his guest or her guest, and he was just whining with her. His wife just sat there.
I've actually seen 2 videos like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Men want us dead.
Imagine that happening on your wedding day.
When I see stuff like that, I'm like,
Like, why would you do that?
not that I'd want to do that, but like, maybe we need to add some more audacity to our behaviour. Because that's some of the stuff I see certain man getting away with. Yeah, I'm like,
There's
I
no
wouldn't even
shame.
do half of that.
There's no
I'm
shame.
just like, I'm too good. Wow, best behavior.
Worst.
Imagine
My
if it
fuckers
wasn't.
never lied us. But nah, like it's just you hear more and more of these stories, and you're just like, rah. You have to. That's why you have to be like 100% certain that what you're doing is solid.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, the thing is though, you as an individual can be, but like some people just on skullduggery. You won't know what they're doing behind closed doors, and that's when it'll come out. Like you could be certain.
Control your babes, though, innit?
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't control people.
you gonna put muzzle on her?
The people are gonna do what there was one babe that I was seeing, yeah, and she was, we weren't together. She was with somebody else, and she was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get married, and me and you gonna be tribbing at the altar, and I was like,
You and her gonna be what?
tribbing?
Rubbing vaginas.
No, I'm trying to get down with the lingo.
Yeah,
What little
yeah.
scissors joint?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
is that the
altar-
is that the
the
new
altar.
On the wedding day.
at the
Oh my
altar?
God.
So she said she's gonna get married, and you guys are gonna be doing that.
On the wedding day.
Interesting.
And how did you respond to that?
I was like, you're mad. Like, that's insane.
No, you love it, innit?
No, thanks.
Yeah,
Your ego is like
a little bit of it. You had to tingle down your spine.
like, that's my whole.
Wow, But like, how does that, like, for me personally, yeah, like, I could be seeing a babes that's engaged, like, but
I was gonna say the same
if you're
thing.
talking like that when you're about to be married, then I don't know, man.
But what does marriage actually change? I don't feel like it changes anything. It's just, you know, you have your day, you sign some papers. Does it change who you are? It doesn't change who you
don't
are.
change your relationship.
It doesn't change your
perception is like,
relationship.
you know, like people have that there.
But it adds like a layer of something.
It's because it's like that's the final frontier, innit?
Yeah.
You know how people have like their hen do, their stag do, and some people do whatever they want. It's like your last night of freedom because you know now you're making this commitment. It's between you, God, your family. Everyone's just like no more hoeing. It's done. You're not meant to be hoeing in a relationship.
Yeah, but that's meant to be the final.
Yeah. So like,
And like, it's nice to see, even though like at certain points when people do get married, it becomes a little annoying. Like obviously, Nigo got married. Shouts to Nigo.
Yes.
I was at his wedding and he was like, yeah, you know, from this day forward, I'm gonna wife you lot to death.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hear it.
It's
But
nice.
sometimes I want to see that.
Yeah.
yeah, but that probably says more about you and where you're at in life.
I just gotta check with my wife.
No, but I think it's good to see that because like we hear so many horror stories and everyone's talking about like the jungle and dating's the ghetto and that. So it's like it's nice to see someone that's also accessible in our space. Yeah, man, people get married, innit? Because I used to work in catering and like that whole myth about like I was at weddings every blessed weekend, and people acting like people out here marrying, bro. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Now, are they lasting? Is another question.
Oh,
but they be getting married though.
Yeah, lockdown.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Nah.
Yeah. If you get married on a weekday, that means I've had to take annual leave.
You better stay together.
Stay together, innit?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you're divorcing a year later. What?
Yeah. But there was bare people getting divorced in lockdown and actually getting married as well.
Because they were stuck with each other and then
They realised they don't like each other.
Started
Yeah.
Like I like you after 7. 9
When
to
I get
5.
home. When I get home.
But it's true though, because old school is like you didn't have your phone, all this stuff, all this constant communication. Husband will leave the house, go to work. I'm not coming until like 8 at night. Like you've got stuff to catch up and talk about. Now you're just here in each other's spaces. It ain't easy.
How was it for you guys?
In lockdown? It was alright. Definitely got on each other's nerves bits. We're together every day. So our relationship started a couple months before lockdown.
Okay.
And
Honeymoon. Bear.
Well, you got a babes at the right time.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was the right time. But also our lives were flipped. So us personally dealing with it and then having to deal with each other when it was kind of a new relationship, it had its challenges, but we made it through our lockdown, didn't we? You know what I mean?
But
she didn't leave. She was there every day.
Oh, okay. So you were in the house together.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking about it. Like, obviously, a couple months before lockdown, and then we get locked down. Like you
but she wasn't really there anyway. She just didn't leave the house anyway. She meant to come one day and she stayed for like 18 months.
Jesus Christ.
It's a bit like when they told us to leave, like come back in 2 weeks, but now we're at home for 18
I hear it
months.
still. You know what we were saying earlier? I'm here. I packed a toothbrush, some spare clothes. We can order online. Within 2 weeks, you got a whole new wardrobe. So
Do you know what? Yeah, I would have felt ambushed, but that's just me.
I hear it still.
It's alright. I liked. We were friends for like 4 years before anyway, so I was used to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
But with that, does the dynamic quickly change? Like obviously, like the other stuff that it comes with being in a relationship with someone after being friends, but you only see like certain layers of your friends.
Yeah.
So then when they become your partner, it's like a whole new side. Like so, that's the tricky part for me. Like a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, date your friends and stuff as friends," but you only know like one dimension of your friend.
Yep.
Yeah, you do learn a lot. You learn a lot more about. There's just different layers, and then you unlock all these layers. Like
Their habits.
Like, I knew this, and some of them are shocking. Some of them was like, oh, right, I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? But you have to accept it all, innit?
Yeah, man. Make it
When you got thrown in a deep end, so like being with each other constantly like that, you just got to kind of just figure it out. Innit?
Yeah. So now it's weird because now she's moved out. If now with time apart, now it's more difficult to have time apart because we're just so used to being together.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, it's cute. Whatever.
None of like, don't ask me no questions.
What about you?
We don't live together, and so when lockdown happened, we actually stayed away from each other, I don't know how long it was.
Oh, you lot were
but
behaving.
We were behaving in the beginning. And then she was like, "Oh, you need to figure out the cure because, just like, mate, I'm not a scientist. I can't
figure out the cure.
You need to figure out the cure. Our relationship depends on it." I was just like, "Please." But then, we saw each other. I cycled all the way to Clapham. I don't know why I cycled.
Why did you cycle? From Hackney to Clapham?
Jesus, that is love.
Love.
Yeah, that is love.
I didn't want to get on the bus. Yeah, this was like, I don't know.
Because of COVID.
Yeah, because of COVID. So I cycled. And like
you could have got Uber,
How much I pay for Uber?
I hear it still. I hear it. Fans, a little young cardio before you get there.
Me
get the heart rate up.
By the time I arrive, babes, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. I came to see you, not see you.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Hackney to Clapham on a bicycle.
How long did that take?
About 45 minutes.
Yeah, you need to get a massage.
That's not bad.
It was alright because I used to cycle.
Right. Oh yeah, I mean in my heyday that could have run, but now,
no.
Goodness grief.
Yeah, but we were. I don't know if I would have survived your situation because I
staying every day. Yeah. Oh yeah, that likes her space.
So absolutely not. Yeah,
because I was gonna ask, like, obviously, I don't know too much about women with women. So, what's the common misconception that you may get when people try to, because you see two women together, a little bit of toxicness in me can be like, oh, what, two dramatic babes like in a relationship? It's just gonna be fireworks all the time. But one of you lot's got to be relaxed.
Yeah. Do you know what? I feel like we are definitely the more relaxed one because
we're definitely the more relaxed one. 100%.
I was talking about this the other day. Women are really spoiled. Like,
right?
Women, yeah.
Oh, the irony.
Do you know what's funny?
It's mad. 100 years.
If we were with men, we'd probably be the same.
Right.
We'd probably be a bit spoiled. Yeah, because of patriarchy and all this shit.
When did you come to that realization?
Oh, I've been knowing.
What women are spoiled. I think I know.
I'll be knowing.
What man wants to ask who pays on the dates? That's what he wants.
We did a TikTok the other day and it was like, who spends more money in a relationship? And I was like, it's me.
I spend more in the relationship as well.
Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason we play up to these gender roles because we're both women.
We do have a bit of toxic masculinity. We do.
Right.
We like being gentlewomen. Like, I don't know, for some reason it's just nice to be able to do stuff for people and do stuff for your partner. I guess I don't know. We just like it. I guess. Yeah. But that's both.
How are you in receiving it though?
I do like to receive it, but I do feel like because we're with feminine women, they're so used to the whole patriarchy thing and being looked after that they just take on that position, and then we're left to take on the.
At what point are you like,
hold
on?
I need a boyfriend right now.
At what point are you like, hold on?
Yeah.
What part of the game is this?
I'm a babes too.
Am I not woman?
I need a boyfriend right now. Like,
who's gonna buy me some shit?
Exactly.
That's hilarious. Because it is for us and that other Elvis. Do you not remember the day Emanike called us hettiez? I'm here to pod today. So for us on this side, us the hettiez, we have a lot of intrigue, innit? Because we look over naturally we have porn hasn't helped us because you look at lesbians, so you look them a certain way because for our gays, and then you see, because if I'm right, what you got, so you're with feminine woman, and you've got masculine, and then what's the
so call it STEM. They call it STEM.
The one in the middle.
One in the middle, yeah.
Okay, that's the.
Monday
to Thursday.
They might wear makeup sometimes.
Switch up on the weekend.
Get a girl who can do both.
As a spirit leads, basically.
I hear that.
Okay, I hear it. Cool. Yeah, so for us, we're looking we're just over here doing our thing. We're thinking, what's going on in that world? Because Vans was asking about misconceptions. How do you look at us?
Oh, the hettiez.
Yeah, the hettiez.
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like we are in straight hetty spaces anyway for us, and also both of us, we used to date guys. We both dated guys before, so I think it's not like something that's completely foreign. Okay, but there are little things that happen sometimes. Like most of our friends are gay as well, so that one of our straight friends come and tell us about their dating situation, then we'll be like, "Bro, this is what's happening on the outside." Oh, interesting. We're doing like,
yeah,
okay.
the hetero ghetto.
Yeah, it's different. It is different. I think there's different.
Yeah.
We have different rules that we live by and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah. But I feel like, are there any misconceptions? I feel like,
What that we think about the hetties?
no, about us, about the queer people.
Yeah, everyone. I mean, it's kind of some of them are true.
Some
like,
of them
we
are
do
true.
move
That's what I was
together
gonna
straight
say.
away.
So yeah, I heard you lot like. See, like they say, white people can love. I heard the gays like.
Love.
You know what the gays
within like
can
10
love.
working days.
Listen,
You heard about her already.
It's actually embarrassing.
Got a
3
babe
months in and
moved
it's
in.
like
Yeah.
moved in
my
immediately.
girlfriend moved in the same day we got together.
Oh my God.
She didn't leave for 18
It's
months.
actually embarrassing.
No,
because
the way
it's
my
true.
thing's set up, babe, you gotta go home.
No, she didn't leave. She stayed.
But you know what? I feel like when it's two women together, I can't speak for men, but when it's two women together, there's a comfortability that is unmatched. That I think like when with men and women, they pretend in the beginning.
Also, like more of a safe space, like from
you
the
feel-
get go.
You feel safe. You feel like you're able to be sort of vulnerable, and,
Yourself,
like, completely
basically.
yourself and stuff. Like, but with women, they try to eat and shit. Like when it comes to guy in front of guys and all this other stuff.
I don't like to eat in front of guys.
Yeah, them things.
Yeah.
They
Keep
eat
that
there,
woman
they
away
eat
from
there.
me, boy. I'm trying to feed you, girl.
You're back into the wrong don. You're a cheap date. You don't want to eat. Cool. You're only doing yourself. Sometimes you got to let them know you're only doing yourself. Like who told you to
Yeah.
eat,
Nah, man, let's eat.
And the thing is, people be switching up on you like 3 months down the line. But like, I feel like when it comes to like us, we're a bit more like real from the get.
Yeah. Do you know what I think is different? Is the communication. Like
Right.
sometimes with us, if we're dating someone new, you know, like
Okay.
who's gonna text first and then I don't want to take
Oh, yeah.
all of that business. People have no shame. They're gonna double, triple, quadruple text you. But then with my straight friends, they're like, no, he hasn't messaged back, so I'm not gonna double text him. There's always so much they overthink it before they. But with other women, they just don't. They just go for it.
But like, just send a fucking message. Like your thumb is hovering over the send button. Just press it.
I'll tell my friend like maybe he's actually busy. Like maybe you can just call him. Like nah. I met with another girl. Why does be another girl? So there's that as well. But
Women, sometimes they're for the straights. Sometimes they don't realize that like, man have like we have lives outside of you.
Fam, like
Why?
man's thinking about I don't know. Like, if I had a babes,
But can you hear it though?
if I had a
It's like,
babes,
if you're not at work or you're not with them, you're being a vagabond. I'm
Like,
trying to
Bro.
sort my life out.
today at work, I was just sitting there like silent, and my colleague came up to me and said, "Oh, you in deep thought? What are you thinking about?" Salah's goal on Sunday. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Like I'm not thinking about anything like crazy. I'm thinking about when Mo Salah twisted up man and scored a worldie.
No, they're gonna think there's something suspicious going on. You're up to something.
Or what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Why
or
you
what's
down?
wrong?
Bruv.
Why are you saying?
Mind your business, bro.
Like I'm replaying like other moments in my mind. Like 'cause it doesn't mean that I'm thinking about someone else.
I don't think that you're allowed. I
No,
don't think women
with,
think
and
you're
with
allowed.
guys, I feel like with guys as well, like they give themselves time to do what they need to do. Like if they want to focus on something, they want to focus on maybe their career or other things. And
Oh,
women
you
just
wanna
don't wanna-
focus?
Yeah, no, they just want you to be. They want to be at your house and just stare at you. They just want to stare.
They want to enter your skin.
Yeah.
That's
No.
what I've heard.
Yeah, my girlfriend she says she wants to unzip me and walk inside me.
What,
what
like
he
you're a
says.
cartoon?
Literally, she
You know, even though that's sick, that's kind of romantic still. I want to unzip you. I've never heard that one before. I'm actually when I get
it's
home.
madness.
No, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. Sometimes I'm just like, I just need my own downtime. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like when you're with another woman, it can be a lot. Like
It's quite intense. Sometimes.
yeah, it's intense.
If you get along, it's intense.
What?
If you get along, it's intense. If you don't get along.
How did you jump from friend zone to?
Oh, she was never in the friend
Oh,
zone.
she wasn't always strictly friend zone. It was friends with benefits for a long time.
One of them
I
ones.
asked you a leading question. I just wanted to hear some more stuff because
I
I know
mean,
you're
yeah.
on badness. Just tell us the truth, man.
There was friends with benefits for let's say not for the first year, from the second year onwards. Let's say that. Yeah.
So, was this one straight, and then you just spun ahead, or
Yeah,
was,
she was straight. Yeah.
you
yours- yours
are
was
an
like a-
assassin.
Don't bring me to that.
Yeah, her girlfriend was straight as well.
Kudos to
Is
you
this why you
guys.
two get along while you're podcasting together?
Yeah,
Come
shout out
here,
to TwoTwospodcast.
Me too. We're the calm
we're
ones.
actually we're quite like
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. But yeah, like it was. I feel like people change. Like people are one thing one day and it can be another thing the next day. But I just these days I'm just like, you're so gay, like, cause she
When the thing.
like I was like, somebody, were you ever straight? You're so gay, like you should be grabbing my bum or grabbing my boobs.
No,
or,
friends. We gay?
you are gay. You are gay.
Are you a gay? Why
Yeah,
are you
you are
gay?
gay. Just
That
like
is-
I don't know
yeah.
how you were ever straight.
Oh, now you can't unsee how she's now. You're like,
Yeah.
how was you ever with a guy?
No, but I
But
get
how did you
it.
never
I
like
get
women?
it.
Like, how did
I
you never
get
date
it.
women?
Do you know how
'Cause where you
beautiful
are.
women are?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come
You
on,
need that,
man.
you know what I mean?
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when I heard that song, I was like, yeah, I hear it.
Yeah. And a lot of them are still kissing and liking it. But how would you, when you guys keep seeing like all these girls saying, "Oh yeah, they're dating," how does that make you guys feel as guys, men?
We're losing recipes. Dad, you know what it is, yeah? Live and let live, innit? Enjoy your life and that. I do feel like there is, I know it's going to sound like problematic and that. I think like for some people there's like,
What,
There's
like
a-
it's a trend?
there's a trend in the phase.
yeah.
There's a
I
whole
think so,
like,
yeah.
they even like, I kissed the girl and I liked it, like the kind of gay for play thing. And you guys can speak to that because you know way more than I
Yeah.
do, innit? But it's like, I'm looking like, I know certain babes, like, I dated you back in the day. You got a girlfriend now, you then got a boyfriend, like, you dibbling, dabbling, like,
But is there anything wrong with dibbling and dabbling?
no, there's nothing wrong with it. Do you? But it's like, sometimes, like I said, you can just see stuff, you know, it's like, it might sound mad to say, it's like, I know you just have bare dons break your heart, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna try this thing. And you might have met someone at the right time for them, maybe not right time for you, but like, they give you all that energy and attention, you know what, cool.
Do you
'Cause
guys
you can
peep
just
them
you can
babes
the
out?
person.
What the fake ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still didn't see them anyway.
Speak for your goddamn self.
Actually, Nana's a bit more sensible than me when it
Right,
comes to
right.
that. But
No, I'm just like, you know, eat pussy. Okay, no, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, so what did they think it was going to be?
but there's some women that are like that. They're not really. They want. It's called pillow princess,
But
right?
don't you guys-
Wait, no,
girls.
give us what's
Yeah,
that?
pillow
I'm taking
princess.
notes.
Pillow princess.
What's a pillow princess?
They just receive.
Ah.
But don't you guys are girls that just receive?
Huh?
No, there's more.
receive.
No, it's the other way round when it comes to hetties. There's
think
more
so?
guys that don't eat pussy.
Oh, that's a lie, man.
No,
That's
but
that's an urban myth.
No.
Niggas are eating ass.
We know somebody. We know somebody she's actually a queer woman whose ex didn't, and he was just like, I'm not doing that.
No, but I know a couple dons, yeah, that eat, but there's just certain ones that they won't eat.
Oh, fair enough.
You got to be selective. in What you're, come on, man.
Yeah.
I
Fair
haven't
enough.
eaten anything anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you
true.
can't,
I
you can't
agree.
do that. You can't do all of that. No, but apart from the eating, why are we talking about eating? Why not? But I'm talking about like just having sex in general. Like,
Right.
There's girls that just lie down, no.
Yes.
But
don't
the problem
princess.
is it's a combination of being super buff and
Really? So
Yeah.
she's lazy?
yeah, no, but that's what it is. Sometimes like, certain men are just like
Certain
they're happy
man,
to be here.
Yeah, like
That's
certain
true,
men are
yeah.
happy to be there,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
they'll
Like, we know-
withstand
Some of the
that.
man that we know a girl that got like a body done in it, and then she was just being like, she's one of the men and she's cool, and she was telling us about her new experience and saying that like in a bedroom she wasn't having to like give much.
Just joking.
No, because she went and got
She
like
had
the
privilege,
breast
yeah.
done, got the bum
I'm
done,
sorry.
got
That's
the,
even for me. That's even more reason to do stuff. Put in work.
because Donnie's
Yeah.
seen it and she's saying that the guys were like they were getting brazy because now they got everything, they're just getting ham, and she's like she's not having to do too much in it.
X videos is killing my people.
But this is the thing, like, don't you want a girl that is actually going to be in it with you and not just like some sex doll?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Just
I mean,
Laying
but she
down.
got the things, so why don't she, you know?
I mean, fans, like, you went and got all these extra bells and whistles.
In it, be showing it.
Blow, do something, bro.
not even throwing it back. Like,
That's
how,
what
like,
I'm saying.
You know, you
like
can't
give
go
and
get a
take,
BBL,
bro.
like, you
Yeah,
gotta ride
man.
something, do
Yeah.
something, man.
Do you
Come
know
on.
what
What
I
I'm
mean?
saying, I know.
BBL and no throwing back. What's this?
You better take it back.
Get a refund on that bum.
This is what I'm saying. No, we don't do lazy babes.
No, I don't like these babes.
No.
But I feel like, you know, as you were saying before, it's more of a safe space.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. So it's like there's room for a lot more confidence to actually experiment and do other things.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's that nerve kind of thing when you're dealing with a man or
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of like, I don't know, like my girlfriend would tell me like this is the first time that I've been able to actually be 100% myself, because there's always like these expectations that they feel like everyone feels like they have to live up to them.
Sometimes it's like, babes, do you in it? Like, be
No,
yourself.
but sometimes
But they don't want to be themselves.
We've been tamed to a blue in the face. I'm black. I can't go blue in the face. That's how you know you lot are frustrating us. We'll say to you, relax.
Yeah.
And I
Do you
get it.
know
Like,
what I mean?
so if some girls have met certain guys and moved a certain way, I can't like negate that. But a lot of us are over saying like, all these things you've built up, that guys look at us a certain way. We're saying, chill out, man, don't care.
Yeah.
You're putting out on yourself more than anything. So
Yeah.
They've internalized it heavy.
Yeah, it's not only
Like,
it's not even only you. It's like maybe like even culture wise, like there's certain things that
Yeah.
parents and family would
Fair,
say,
that's
this
fair,
is
that's
how you
fair,
need
yeah.
to behave when you comes to a guy and all this stuff. So it's definitely internalized.
Yeah, I ain't never
Yeah.
had a conversation about sex in my life with my parents.
no.
Other the
No.
times when they told me stop bringing babes back.
Yeah.
I mean, that would do it.
Yeah, I never had.
So you're bringing plenty back.
So like,
I mean,
You're in plenty.
I went through a phase where, you know, I was sneaking them in
Yeah.
at night, and hopefully they would, you know,
Leaving
before everyone wakes up. But my mum, being my mum, like always up,
early riser.
she knows that creek ain't my creek.
Yeah.
It's another babe's creek.
But hear why this guy's a joker. You open his front door, yeah. The kitchen is right by the front door.
No door.
And where is mum traditionally in the house at
In
all
the
times?
kitchen,
innit?
yeah.
In the kitchen, innit?
And there's
So-
no door.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Morning.
And the thing is, as well, you get certain babes. Hi, auntie. Don't say nothing, bro.
No, you must greet.
No, do you know what?
No,
'Cause if
sometimes
you
that's
don't greet,
worse.
then yeah.
No, sometimes that's
then
worse.
the mum's like, oh, this is a rude babe.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh my
She
god,
agreed.
you guys have just reminded me of a time as a hetty.
Oh, that guy.
oh,
The bad vibe.
Well, you got a flashback.
Yeah, I got a flashback. I think I was in college or something. And I went to this guy's house, you know, went through the kitchen and then and there was a room there. And then the mum just come burst into the room. I was just sitting down, but nothing was even happening. I was just sitting down. And I said, oh, hello, auntie. She's just gave me one dirty look and started speaking the language. And he was like, we have to go.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. It was
How about
embarrassing.
Did you ever
That's when
make
you
it
have
back to
to
the
sit
house
like
after
this.
that, or was that
Back to their house.
It was
Never
that
went
one
back
and
there.
done?
One and done.
Yeah,
Damn.
like
Yeah,
it's
that was it.
it's so hard to have like to be an adult and to be living in your parents' house, because like bringing people back. Like,
yeah.
but like when I got with my last girlfriend, my mum, I was just like, can you just go over the gay thing? And she was just like, no, but you know, every day new girl, every day new. And I'm just like,
Not everyone is a girlfriend though, because we're all girls.
everyone's girlfriend. That's a lie.
Do you know what? That is smart. That is smart.
She didn't. No, but you know when you see two people, you know they're together because of the vibes. Like when I brought my ex home.
What, like mad energy when you come
Yeah,
into the...
there's
You know how in
energy.
movies, like, when they're lip sync and they're knocking everything down.
Man's knocking off the plasma. They get so dramatic. Knocks off all their paperwork off the desk. I'm like, who's
Bruv,
gonna
like,
clean this
why
up?
are you doing that? Just go to where you want to have sex with it.
Not even that, but when you see two people, you know they're together because you
I
can
hear
feel
you,
their vibe,
yeah.
like you can feel their energy. And like when my mum first met my girlfriend, she didn't know we were together. She thought we were just friends.
Okay.
And then after she got a whiff of, you know,
It was in the air.
vibes.
Whiff of romance.
A whiff of romance. And then
Romance.
after that's when she started airing her. Like she was just like,
Wait.
So you go in the room. She come in the room, yeah.
Wait. I wasn't expecting
She'll
that.
come in the room and just not even like pretend that she's not even there. Them ones, like it was. That's what happens. Like when you live at home, especially put on the gay thing on top. Oh, it was a whole nother level.
How long was you getting away with having like your like women around and mum and parents really just like us as family? I mean, just a friend, sorry, and not knowing that they was.
For a few years, but then my sister outed me. So my sister told my mum and dad that I was gay, and then that was
It'd be your own.
It'd be your own. She was up, but you know.
Was it one of them ones where she was like, oh, I'm doing this for you?
Yeah, basically. But do you know what? Yeah.
Was it because they told her to stop dating guys or something?
No.
Wait.
No.
We're jumping all over
No,
the
you
place.
said no. You told her to look after kids.
Yeah, I was like, she was like, oh, you know, you're gay. Like, mum's gonna find out. You need to be quiet about it, kind of thing. And I was like, can you just mind your business, look after your picnic? And then she got upset, and she told my mum and dad. And then that's how I got outed. And then from there, my mum knew that every girl that was coming in.
Right.
But I don't have people over like that. I don't like people like that.
How did your pops feel
No,
about
that's the
it?
narrative we're running with. That you just had the revolving door you're enjoying.
My dad didn't live with me, so he called me round and he was just like, "Oh, I heard you're bisexual." And in the end, he was just like, stop chasing girls. And I was like, I don't chase girls.
They chase me.
Hey.
Talk heavy, talk spicy.
And then he was like, try and get those lesbian sentiments out of your head, okay? And I
Wow.
was like,
No, Pops is like, pray.
Wait.
He's like, pray the gay away.
Wait.
Lesbian sentiments.
Do you know what's so funny? Pops said they told him that you're gay. Do you know what he said? It's you're
I've heard you.
bisexual. Because he didn't want to let go of the man part. He's like hoping in his back of his mind, like, this is just a phase.
Yeah.
yeah. But my dad's more so all right with it now. He just laughs. He'd be like, "Oh, say hello to your girlfriend for me." And he starts chuckling like it's funny. But dads are jokes like that. So,
how did you if you reckon if your sister hadn't outed you, do you reckon you would have had that chat and gone and said, you know, this is who I am?
Yeah, eventually. But to be honest, like I was telling everyone, but my parents were the last stop, and I was actually scared to tell them. I was just like, I just don't know how they're gonna react. Yeah, I just don't know how they're gonna react. So I don't know who I'd be if my sister didn't out me. Could still be lying.
I don't think you'd be lying.
I would have moved out, or I'd be lying. Yeah.
What was your like family, friends? What was there? How did you come out to everyone?
My mum called the authorities on me one day.
Wait.
She called the 999 on me one day, and the thing is, I didn't want to do anything. She just called them because I'm gay, and the person that
there's gay police.
Listen, my mum, she was using any.
I'm sorry, I'm here to pod. I'm gonna keep reminding you.
Not gay police.
I think she was basically saying that I was. What was the reason again? I was being antisocial or something like that, and then I was just being antisocial. Yeah. And so the person came, but it was I was actually a gay police officer, and then
it was gay police.
It was actually a gay person, and then they were like, they didn't understand what was going on. They're like, okay, what's the fault? I was like, listen,
what have I been called for, basically?
She just doesn't like me because I'm gay. That's it. And then that was me officially telling her, but she already knew, but we hadn't spoke about it. That was the first time she heard it from my mouth. And then they were just like, I'm gay too, and it's okay, trying to give and then they just left because it was a waste of time, basically. Yeah. And she just knew from there. And then she never told me not to be gay, or she didn't try any of that, but she did try to ignore me for a while. She tried it, but now she's fine now.
Yeah. And there's also another layer of you want to be a boy because like of the way that we dress.
Right.
So one time I bought tampons one time, and the mum was like, "Oh, so you still have your period?"
I'm happy we can laugh. I'm happy we can laugh about this, yeah. But I can listen. This is ridiculous because Mumsy saw a couple tracksuit bottoms for what, she's a boy. She's a boy. It's done. She's a boy.
It's over.
That's so funny.
Over. You still have your period. This is yes. Where's it going?
That's so funny.
No, but it must be difficult as well, like because obviously, your parents are like, they're your parents. Like you love them, they love you, and that. And obviously there's certain points in your life where there are challenging moments, and I can imagine that being a very challenging moment because like you said, your parents are still coming around to it, and you at the end of the day, as a full-blown adult, you just want to be accepted for who you are, innit?
Especially from your nearest and dearest, because you're saying if everyone knew, but your last point of call is your parents is obviously because that's probably one that's the most daunting, and it's their opinion you care about the most, isn't it?
Yeah. It's hard, but the thing is, it's hard. I took it the other time that like no one has no girl. I've never been heartbroken by a woman, but like the heartbreak that I have felt in this life is from like parents not accepting me at a time. Like it is brutal.
Yeah,
it's actually brutal.
Yeah, because you think your parents could love you no matter what. And then this one thing,
love is conditional.
Yeah, love. That's when you find out that it's actually conditional. And
but because I think it's also down to cultural beliefs as well, because you can do anything else that is like in the book of the law and stuff like that. It's terrible, but they'll find a way to kind of like still be accepting of you.
Bro, come home 13 and pregnant, they flog you. The baby's one now. Every day your mom's putting the child as WhatsApp display pic and that, acting like the first grandparent. And essentially if you're going by like by the good book, they're both sins, isn't it? Like, in terms of like how we're raised in that. So
but it's by being gay that's where they show like their utmost disappointment. And it's like, like, mom, you gotta live with this now. This is my reality, and I had a conversation with my mum the other day because one of her good friends, her son is gay, and he just graduated the other day and he got doled up.
Oh, okay.
Well, doled.
Put makeup on and stuff.
Yeah, like how what's the guy's name in Sex Education?
Eric.
Eric. In the first season when he like that kind of vibe, and it was on, he posted on Instagram and blah blah blah, like, and it caught onto Auntie WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they started having that conversation. And I was like, I said to my mum that in the midst of all this is like a big moment for him. He's graduated and he's actually coming into himself. I just hope that his parents are protecting him, and you know, like there's gonna be naysayers in the community. We all know that
everywhere. It is what it is.
But I just hope that he's not ostracized by his own parents, innit? Like it's just one of those things. And my mum was like honest in saying that she wouldn't know what to do or how to feel.
You wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, because it's something that you're not really expecting. Like I know for us, I think that for my mum anyway, she was able just for it to be at home, and it was at home. I didn't really go to events with her anyway, so we're just at home.
Right.
And then when we started doing our YouTube channel, and I posted it on Facebook, and then that's when the aunties had it in the WhatsApp groups.
Right.
And then my mum was at work when it happened, and she called me, and I just so I didn't answer it. So when she came back home, I was like, why did you call me? And I said, you know, I was going to talk about your YouTube and so to take it down, but do you know what? Forget it. Just do what you're doing. Just do what you're doing. And then, but just because I was cussing the aunties for putting it on WhatsApp, so just don't cuss the aunties. just don't cuss the aunties.
That TikTok that I've been seeing recently, where someone's getting pinged a lot after cussing.
Yeah. That was me. I was, because the aunt, when you were saying about how the law and stuff like that, one of the aunties, the main one, her son was in the newspaper for stealing from old people, like stealing big amounts of money as well. So I said to her, listen, nobody was putting your son in WhatsApp groups for stealing money.
Oh.
But you guys put me in WhatsApp group for being myself.
Yeah.
So she could, I mean, it's true though. He was breaking the law.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And nobody was chatting. So
Yeah.
It was the fact that you have to say, oh my god, the amount of times I said to my mum, I'm not a murderer, I don't steal. And like, it's just this one thing, like, get over it.
And that must get like really frustrating, having to kind of constantly tell your parents, like, allow me in it.
Yeah.
Obviously we've joked now, how did you guys if you had to, how did you mend those, like I said, parent heartbreak? How do you mend that? How do you come back from that? I mean, and we can be in a place now where like we're laughing and joking about those times.
Honestly, it's grace, you know. You have to give people grace. Like, even if people disappoint you and upset you, and, you know, you just have to give them grace, because I think there's one thing that we didn't realise as well as, like, queer, you know, children, is that they had their own expectations of how they thought we was going to be, and we didn't live up to that. And it's just like, so they're kind of, like, sort of disappointed in a way, even though it's not our fault. So we kind of have to give grace and give them time to actually, like, you know, come to accept it on their own. I think that's one thing. And also, we had a lady on our podcast who has a gay son, and she was just like, I have to come out to people, like I have to say, oh, my son's gay, like, and that's something that we didn't think about. It's daunting. It's like, oh, what are these people gonna say? Are they homophobic? All these, we don't think about what it's like for them.
That is true, you know. I didn't consider that.
So it's about having grace and patience, you know, because you're only going to end up just resenting them, and then nothing changes. It's just
and like, to your parents, it's not the norm for them.
No.
And like, as a parent who's straight, you would kind of obviously just putting my mind into parents of an older generation's mind. It's like they wouldn't expect that.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, especially coming from where we come from and stuff.
Yeah.
I know they're thinking we should never come to the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is a white man's thing. Like, gay? No, you're gay.
But it's mad though, because like that's what my mum used to say before, and then now that she's okay, now she tells me little things like, oh, when we were back in Ghana, this one was gay, this one was.
They're all doing it in private school.
Yeah.
Did you not see what was you watched? I watched the new series of like sex education. I was just like, my miss had it on the background, and what's the black guy's name on there?
Eric.
So like he goes back to Nigeria, innit? Within like a day of being there, man found his gay community, bro.
Like, listen, when we went to Ghana, I had a whole holiday romance in Ghana, and I think the day that we went there, we found gays.
We found the gays.
The day that we got there.
Yeah.
How do you not spot each other so easily? Talk to us, man.
Gaydar
I don't know.
strong.
We was at Afrochella we went to.
Yeah, that's the first.
Yeah, we were at Afrochella, the festival, and I saw them over there somewhere. But if you saw them, I don't think you would know. So I saw them, and I was like, I think there's some gays, you know. And they came up to us.
That's so funny.
I think there's some gays, you know. Yeah. I don't know. They're not always necessarily look, but you just know. You could just tell. I don't know. You could just tell.
Yeah.
Afrochella.
Like a spoken thing, just like
yeah.
But like, do you think that would have been as obvious or visible 10 years ago?
In Ghana?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Don't think so.
Nah.
Do you know what? It's funny because there's always gay people around. Like there always have been. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't have been where we were. I feel like they feel more comfortable to be more in like a mainstream space. Yeah. But they've always been there
in their own functions,
yeah.
places, safe
spaces
spaces that are like catered for them.
Yeah.
What's your take on like the gay agenda? Like
Van said he's here to pod.
Listen,
more
because
and more.
Lil Boosie said,
Yeah. Boosie.
The kids. What about the kids?
What about the kids?
What is your take? Because like I've seen like, you know, views from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, they're calling it an agenda. Like they're forcing it upon the kids.
You know what I think? I think that from my interactions with girls who didn't date girls, a lot of why they used to come round is because they were intrigued with how unapologetic we were with everything that we are, not just our sexuality. Because of our sexuality, it gives us room to be ourselves in every other aspect of our lives.
Yeah.
And that's why some people just jump on board. And honestly, I don't think that
Like, it's lit over there. You can be you.
Yeah, like even like going to gay raves, they'll come. There's some people, they're straight people. They'll go to every single gay rave, but they're not. They're just straight.
Yeah.
And it's just because they feel like they can brock out and do it, and no one's gonna judge them because everyone else is doing
I
it.
told
as
you
well.
I was in there one time and I saw some things. I was like, okay, this way you lot really having fun, yeah?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, they just feel like, right, okay, they're not doing what they want to do, so let me go and do it as well. So I think when they say gay agenda, I think that's really what it is. I don't really think it's necessarily everyone's being gay now, but I think people are just realize, they're not being themselves. Let me go be them. Let me go and be myself with them as well.
I think that the world is changing, and you know, like the kids now, that alpha gen that's coming up next, they're going to be all sorts of things.
The TikTokers and
yeah, they're going to be, because I just feel like because they are able to be themselves from a very young age and they're free, I just think that there's a lot more people who are going to be pansexual or who are going to be, you know, gender fluid and all these things, just because there's no restriction, there's less restrictions these days. And I think that's what it is, and that's what people are calling the gay genders. Like, if you tell someone that gay exists, then they're going to be gay, but that's not how it works. Like, there was a time where I was like, I wish I was
in a queer
straight
relationship just because you want to be in a queer
No,
relationship.
you don't. you won't want to do something that you actually don't want to do. Do you know what I mean?
I think there is one, but like similar to what you're saying, not in the way people are presenting. I think it's more to do.
I think it's different as well for like men as well.
You know, I think the reason why it's there is because they're here to stay in it. They're not going anywhere. And I think what they're trying to do is to prepare the next generation for the world, how it's going to look. Those people are they're not backing down in it. Like I said, they're very vocal, and to the point where people are not from your community are now looking and going, oh, you know what? Maybe I want to be part of this community, or I want to exhibit some of the behaviors. How do we navigate this world? Just by being unapologetically yourself. They're just gonna put more in your face because it's where we're at now as a society. Yeah, we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna regress. No, not here anyway. I think there are other parts of the world where definitely, like you've seen some of the stuff with regards to abortion laws in the US. You're gonna see like stuff in the Middle East. They're not playing. They're gonna make the gay thing go underground, innit? And that's
they're doing that right now, bro.
Right now, it's also because of like religion as well.
Oh yeah, cool. So all this is going to play a part in it. So other parts of the world are seeing what's happening in the UK, in some parts of the Western world, and going, you know what, that ain't for us. We're going to do our thing over here. And other parts are going, okay, cool. You know what? Let's jump on board and create these communities.
But the thing about those communities where they you know, they're so repressed. Like, I was talking to my friend today, and she was like, there's certain people, certain, you know, religions that just do mad things because they're so repressed. Do you know what I mean? So there's an implication of, you know, not allowing people to be who they are.
Oh yeah, no, we know about
mad
stuff
things.
All that stuff in the UAE where like they were shitting on girls, all that stuff, and that comes from like, if you don't give that, I do understand that if you don't give people a certain level of freedom, they're gonna go and do the extreme.
Yeah, it's
pooing on people.
They do mad things. Soliciting like little boys and all these things, like because they're repressed. It's mad.
Or they get some men to dress up as women and like they dance with them and stuff like that, instead of just allowing them to be. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm always half and half for certain stuff, because I feel like sometimes we have too much freedoms, and it can be on any level, from like the conversation we're having now onto like a really small level, different things, or what we was talking about earlier about the whole eco protesters and like, I get it, like everyone should be able to protest. You saw the BLM protest recently, but like come out the road, bruv. Like,
It's
and that's when I won't mind
much.
Pretty Patel just dragging people out the road. But I know if you give them that little power,
Then
they're then going to take advantage.
Yeah.
But I want to get to work.
Yeah, I think that those protests, they have a point. They're that
Yeah.
climate change and all that, you know. All right, fair enough, fair enough. But Blackwall Tunnel, I mean, leave it alone. Why can't they just go to Central London like the rest of us? Why can't they go to Westminster like the rest of us?
I was just saying that I think it's like I'd want them to go to XYZ building, name whatever building you think. Go and stand outside Parliament, but I think they're trying to disrupt on a mass level so that people then take up and listen and stuff.
Can't even go on holiday, bro. Like that Heathrow now.
But when you do that, then the people that should be on your level, the public, that Joe public that's driving, now don't care about your issue because my one issue is I'm trying to get to work. I'm trying to get back to pick up my kids.
Yeah.
Life
whatever.
doesn't stop, you know. I've got bills to pay. If I miss work now, that's another problem.
But do you know what though? To be fair, they're talking about climate change. That's where all the cars are going. That's where the plane. This is what's like making.
I hear it. I do.
That's probably why they're
But
there.
the thing is, we don't have power. Like, you're stopping me on the road. Okay, what should I do now?
But they're trying to disrupt day-to-day life so that people in power make a change. But we're all pawns because they'll tell us to change our straws and that.
Bro, do you think?
Man are going on private jets. You can't. What I'm doing over here doesn't compare to what you're doing.
Bro, like, and at the end of the day, it's not gonna stop anyone from living how they live, bro. Like ULEZ, congestion charge. People are still driving through Central
it hasn't
London.
stopped nothing.
It hasn't stopped anything,
The
bro.
traffic is still there.
You get me? Like, I need to get to my destination. Like, when it becomes a point where I don't need to do that, then obviously there would be no need to protest.
Yeah.
But people need to get to places.
But also as well, I'm like, sounds bad, but I always look at white protesters like, allow it, man.
It's so funny what you see, what they protest about. Like,
I was like, allow it, man.
we saw some protesters on the train. They had placards about COVID being fake, and I was just like, "Is this what these people are?"
I think
Fam,
it's
like,
part
we've
of the
lifted
same.
all
Yeah,
restrictions,
it's like
bro.
when they get passionate about something, I'm like, I hear you, but relax, man. Like the stuff we want you to ride out for, you're never here for us, and that. It's like, and it's always just like there's that hinge of whiteness. It's like you think you can get away with this because of who you are.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to sit down in the middle of the road?
Black people have other things to worry about, so we're not there.
Yeah.
We're not there.
I'm not saying I don't care about the next generation and the world and what's happening in Amazon and all that stuff. I do care, but on this level here, when big celebs are flying around, like my thing doesn't compare, man. They don't compare. Everyone should do their bit. I try to recycle. I try to be more cleaner and greener and stuff. And if everyone does a little, we won't have to do a lot. I get it, but brother, like you said, Blackwall Tunnel, come out the road, man.
Yeah,
because if not, people are gonna start flogging people.
Bro, like I've been seeing people getting dragged off the road.
Dragging's cool, but no, people gonna start. Someone's gonna run someone over. That's what
absolutely.
Do you know why they haven't? Because have you noticed everyone's old? All the people protesting are always a bit old.
Yeah.
They've got time to be sitting there. They're retired.
Yeah, but like, you know,
people
you're out of it in 10 years. Like.
And I'm thinking, you ain't got long left, so this is what you're spending your last few days on earth doing. When we need you to ride out
You
for
will
Brexit,
listen when you are dead.
Trying to save the planet before they die.
You will listen when you are dead.
You know, on one level, it's almost honourable. It's like they should really be sat in the house, but they still care. So
I mean,
I get it, but it's like, allow me, man.
Oh yeah, I guess they've got the energy to do that.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that you don't have the energy for Grenfell and other things like that.
Yeah.
Big facts, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They were getting dragged and they will move back.
Yeah,
I love
they'll make it back.
They're fully invested in the protest because as they'll get dragged, they're not fighting.
No,
Yeah,
just like,
they're not even saying
there's
nothing.
not enough people dragging them, so they'll get dragged, and one person will just like, as one car quickly moves, they'll go and sit in the front of another car, and the guy will realise, I just dragged you 2 seconds on, he drags him back.
Yeah.
And that was someone getting dragged like this.
Yes.
He's like, take me.
He's
I'll
back.
only make it back.
Man's getting dragged by their rucksack and that. So yeah.
They even line in the road as well.
Oh, yeah, they're fully committed to it. So yes.
Would you guys be that committed to any protest to line in the road?
You lying in the road for BLM?
Yeah, if everyone's on that money.
For BLM, I have to be very honest. I won't be lying in the road.
Yeah, I won't be lying.
I'm really here for BLM. I am.
Mum,
Yeah.
look at me like in your good clothes. You couldn't protest
No,
standing up.
Can you
I
imagine?
would definitely lie down, but just for the notion, not like any organisation or just purely the notion and the saying. Yeah, because certain men are getting mad bread and that. I ain't got a bust down. I ain't got 40 acres. Everybody's chopping money and that. I ain't got
How are you
nothing.
lying down though?
lie
You
down.
lying down like the R&B niggas in the 80s in the album covers. But
Lying on your belly and that.
Teddy Pendergrass and all them niggas.
No.
Oh my god.
This is why I say I'm not an activist because I'm not gonna lie down. I'm not an activist.
I'm proper not.
Yeah, those people are they willing to die?
The
for
thing is,
cause?
and like last year, yeah, it was super telling about like how performative people were being. Yes, I stand with the cause and that, but I'm not gonna scrutinize people that never made the protest.
Yeah.
There's many ways to protest, isn't it?
Exactly.
So,
It's like, I'm blocking you. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, like, get a grip.
no, it's like, bitch, I've been waiting for you to leave me alone. This block
Can't
is
believe
overdue.
you.
And it is, yeah. Like, some of it's coming from a good place because it's like that when that stuff happened, obviously George Floyd and all the stuff happening over here. It's like it's probably the one time in ages where it felt like it was all on the same page and time had stopped because he was at home. COVID happened, so we could really sit down and take the stuff, and it wasn't just like it happened and I'm going to work. I'm getting on the central line the next day. We all were taken in. So, like, some people have never had a chance to really like get active because you've heard all these speeches up and down. You've gone to church. They're telling you to ride that. Now's the time to ride that. People got energy, so they wanna feel like, you know, like when history is done and that people look back, okay, I made an impact in it. So it's not all coming from a bad place, isn't it? But it's how it plays out on social media is where it can get annoying.
Yeah,
and we're not all going to be on one accord. It's hard. I would love us to, but we're not, man.
That's
You've got
why I don't-
culture, tradition, religion, gender,
When it comes
sexuality.
to social media, I've stopped tweeting because people always, they're always committed to misunderstanding you. There's rebuttals for left, right, and centre. I'm not doing it.
We'll
I'm not
definitely
going
get
back and
into
forth with
what
you.
you're talking about a
Yeah.
little bit later in this
Oh,
episode.
the thing? Okay.
About how, you know, tweets can get misconstrued. Like, nigga, I went talking to you.
Okay, we'll definitely get.
Do you know what I'm
I know
saying?
you're talking about it.
But anyway,
Can I?
like,
I was going to give them their flowers quickly. I was wanting to.
yeah, absolutely. Go on.
Flowers, sure.
Because I feel like we've jumped to stuff. I love the conversation we're having about obviously TwoTwospodcast.
Yes.
You lot have been podcasting for how long now?
2 years now.
2 years now. Dope.
We love that.
And sold out live show.
Yeah.
Twice. We said double homicide.
Speak on it.
Time.
Speak on it, Queen.
And then we got a nice billboard as well.
Yeah.
Coming out of London. So talk to people about like how that came about and, you know.
Yeah, so the billboard, so Idris Elba and his wife have this company called Coupledom, and they've also got a podcast that they've got commissioned now as well that they're going to have. So they wanted to highlight different couples, different types of couples that they feel like are doing things. So, but way before that, months before that, Sabrina Elba put us in a newsletter before, because I think she listens to the podcast.
Right.
So then she wanted to include us in the billboard thing as well.
Dope.
So it was us, it was the two Caribbean guys, the ones that they have the
True Flavors.
True Flavors.
Okay.
There's another couple in Manchester, I think they feed homeless people, and another couple. So they're married brothers, and the other one was, well, they weren't romantic.
Was it Original Flavour you're thinking about?
Original
Flavor.
Flavor.
They got
Original
the book-
Flavors,
they got
yeah.
the book out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Original
Okay.
Flavors, them.
Shouts to them, man.
Yeah, so they had their own one as well, and then ours. And yeah, they just put up the billboard up. They're like, they want to just highlight what we're doing. They appreciate the work that we've done, and yeah, that was basically it.
How many billboards do they have up for you?
It was one in Hackney.
Dope. So hometown.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
there
but they
every
didn't even
single
know.
day.
They didn't know we're from Hackney. It just happened
They
to be.
know?
No, it just happened to be
That's
Hackney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times did you go to see the billboard?
Do you know what? Yeah, people saw it before we did. So like people were like, you know,
We didn't know if it was
videos
there, yeah.
and stuff. We didn't know like it was there when it was there, and then people were sending us videos. It was like, oh, okay, it's there. And but we were so busy that we didn't even have time to, like, we saw it that night. What were we doing that day? Did we have
Went
an
to the
event?
club? Maybe went to
Did
the
we have
club.
an event? There was something going on, but yeah, we saw it at night. So the first time we saw it was at night time. Basically,
Oh, we
didn't
love
see
that.
it
You know when
daytime.
you're popping, like you ain't even got time to see your own billboard.
Yeah.
Light
so
flex.
nice.
Light
Something
flex, light flex. But like you, obviously that is huge. That's a huge feat. And you're speaking about the issues that you were having with your parents, accepting it, and that when they see that,
Yeah.
is
they
the
love it.
They
energy
loved
different?
it. Yeah, it's a bit different. I feel
Does
like
that justify the gainer? So are they
a
on
little
board?
bit.
Listen,
you know what? When the
yeah.
money starts coming in, that's when it will really justify. But
Because everyone's got a
That's
problem.
Yeah.
until the money comes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone's got a problem in it.
yeah.
No, yeah, because they even Idris Elba and his wife did a video to us as well. They sent us a video saying,
Sick.
"Oh, we want to do this for you." Da, da, da.
Love that.
So when that video came, obviously they mentioned our names. My mom sent it to everybody in Ghana. She sent it to everyone, and it's like she would never send our YouTube or whatever. But she just saw it as like the world is accepting them, so that
Right.
gives permission,
Yeah.
because it's a social thing for them.
Of
That
course,
gives
yeah.
permission for them to accept it too,
Status
even
and
more.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so the billboard, yeah, she sent it to everybody. People are asking her how much money did we get for the billboard.
Can you
no
imagine
money.
already?
That's what they know. That's what they care about money.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah. It's definitely helped.
That's why she's getting
You
5
know.
rack beds and just
Yeah.
So that's why she thinks she can get that. Please
On you, you know.
on me.
5 racks on the bed.
On
I'm
me.
I'm spinning.
Yeah, for real. I'm never coming out of that bed.
Never. That bed is gonna be for me.
5K.
We're gonna both sleep in that bed together. But yeah. So that's how the billboard came about. Yeah, it was cool.
Was like creating a podcast like I don't know, months or years in the making, or was it like one day you were just like, oh, we should do a podcast?
We're very impulsive people. We
No, but-
literally...
Yeah, we did try. We had a third member. Not many people know this, but
Oh,
we
yeah, we did,
tried
yeah.
originally to do a podcast, but we just couldn't figure out the technical stuff. It was just like, do you know what? GarageBand? What's this? What's that? Like
GarageBand, you know. Why did we do
Garage.
that?
Shout
I
out
don't
Wiley.
Garage.
When Wiley was on Vlad, man said garage.
garage, whatever it is. Yeah, we couldn't, like, for some reason, I don't know what we would do. We just didn't know the world of podcasting, like
Yeah.
to get RSS feed and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
That
you
was
have
hell
to-
at the start.
Yeah, and at that time we just didn't know what the hell we were doing, so we were just like, okay, let's do YouTube because that seems a bit easier. All we have to do is talk in front of a camera. So we did that for a while. We have like 20 videos up, and if you watch the videos, you see like we progressively get just like we stop caring about how we look. Like,
Right.
yeah,
we literally wake up from bed, sit on my bed and record the video.
yeah,
Oh, one of them ones.
she'll be in her pants, she'll be in her pants,
Pints.
like, yeah,
Authentic, we like it.
it was a mess. So it was just like we spoke to Rebecca Garten at a party,
Right.
and we was like, oh, we want to start a podcast, but we know there's like another podcast that's queer and black and masculine presenting, and we don't want to step on anyone's toes. And she was like, no man, just go for it, like,
Yeah.
just do
He
it.
was
because
asking
you have
permission.
something-
Yeah,
not us, but it was just like,
Just
You
do
fans
it.
didn't ask no one.
do you know
You
what
know
it is
what I mean?
about?
Just did it.
Do you know what it is about being black and creative as well? Is that like sometimes you feel like there's only like one or two spaces.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
I've been seeing a lot more of that argument nowadays as well.
Yeah.
People are saying that everyone, this with the same type
Same
of people
faces.
pick for panels and talks.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with the queers.
Especially with the kids, because that's much smaller.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so she was just like, no, you lot should do it. So like, yeah, we
did it the following week after
Yeah.
you said that. Yeah.
And this is the most committed we've ever been to.
Yeah, to anything.
But that's
Give it a
good,
try.
man. We're seeing what it's doing. Yeah, it's doing a lot of people and a lot of things, and I'm sure a lot of people are coming up to you guys and giving you your flowers, publicly and privately.
Yeah, so somebody went to today in Oxford
I got
Circus,
stopped
isn't
to
it?
the street today.
Swear.
How are you handling that though when like just strangers, Joe Public just stop you?
It's nice, but the other time, when we had our event, there was a girl that stopped me, and I had that day I was just really tired, and my energy wasn't, 100.
Because they listen to the pod, you're vibrant, and then they see you in real life, and it's like,
I wasn't, and I just felt bad after that. I was like, oh my god, I didn't give her.
What, Rolling Bowl?
Yeah, when I was
Oh, was it?
outside.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a
And
girl.
that's the thing about like, putting yourself out there, creating content, because like you're obviously giving the best version of yourself
Yeah.
when you're creating the content, and it's like it's as if like you can't have a regular day,
Can't have a bad day. Yeah.
can't have a bad
Yeah.
day,
yeah, I don't know.
and a bad day is a regular day to me, like because
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's not always gonna be smiles, isn't it?
True.
True.
Yeah. I tried though. Nana's not good at masking, but I can try.
Yeah, you need one good egg. You need one good egg. Still.
Yeah.
That's with me lately. Van's been getting better. I'm like, yeah, I'll chat to him. What do you do? What's your name? And I try to remember and shout them out and that, because like I said, like it's been a tough 18 months.
Nah,
so.
but don't do that.
I said you're getting better lately.
Because do you know what it is? Yeah, like I always see people when I'm on the run, like I'm
You must have on the run.
Yeah.
I'm on the run. when I need to be somewhere,
Yeah.
innit? So I do sometimes stop. Like there was a time where Donnie came up to me in the gym, and like we had a conversation, which is cool.
Yeah.
You're like,
But
brother, listen, you want to keep chatting, spot me, innit?
Yeah. But exactly, you're doing stuff. Like I remember that day was like we had an event. We do events as well, and I was stressed. I had just picked up, because Rosie had like a surprise. I had picked up her cake. I was running late, and obviously it's my event, so I have to be there at a certain time, and I was a bit stressed. I hadn't eaten all day, so
Okay.
that's how she caught me.
Right.
And she wasn't even coming to our event. She was coming from another event.
Oh, okay.
This was a white woman, and I was just like, oh, thank you. She's like, oh, TwoTwospodcast. I was like, yes. She's like, I love your podcast. I was like, oh, thank you. And yeah, that was it.
Do you know one thing I would say, actually, when white people come up to us, yeah, they always say, I know I'm not your target audience. That's what they always say. But we don't really, white people are still part of our target audience. So
Yeah.
It's a bit awkward when they say that, because I don't know what to say back.
they see two black women fronting something, or even with us, even like sometimes I'm guilty of that too. So
What's the Donnie, the sneakerhead on? That's always he uses comments on our Instagram and stuff. He's not
Tommy, is his name Tommy?
I think his name's Tommy. He's
he
engaged
white?
in that. He's white, and I love the interaction we have on that. Like, And I know sometimes man like would joke like the white man or certain things like if you understand where man's coming from, and it's not you. You're talking about the powerful whites.
Yeah.
I was telling you about like my mom's client, and she was like, "Oh, you know, your mom tells me you've got some radio show and stuff." It's like, no, it's a podcast. Yeah, it's a podcast, and she's like, "Oh, what's it called?" And I'm like, "It's not really for you."
But then you say that though, the person meets us on one. There was one week we were singing Elton John songs and that was flexing.
I hear that.
So
It's true.
You can catch us on a Pop Week.
But yeah, I mean, she was like, 65 years old. I was just like, yeah.
But sometimes it's intrigue though, because it's like
it is intrigue.
It depends on maybe the guest we might be having or the conversation we're having. Like, and if it's not your world, like for me, I wouldn't have thought I'd growing up maybe listen to a podcast on sexuality or sex in general. But you know what? Because it's not my world, let me go listen. Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, and then
it is true. And I think a lot of her energy came from the fact that my mum was heavily promoting me. Number one, and secondly, my mum told her that I've got a journalism degree. So it was like, oh, I'm a journalist. So, I want to know what these guys are talking about. Right. So I guess there's a way of sort of resonating just off the fact that we share the same type of degree.
Yeah, and I hear it.
Like regardless of age, you know. So, but yeah, I'm guilty of that too sometimes when I'm like, I'm not sure if you're gonna like it, not really my target audience, but we should believe in our content that we're broad enough to appeal to everyone.
Even though like we're a queer podcast and we talk about all things gay, but we do want to appeal to people that are
I was going to ask you as well, like do you feel a pressure to like have the gay chat every week? Because that's like the premise of your podcast, but you obviously have other interests and stuff.
Yeah, like do you know what? Actually, I have said to Nanda before, I was like, we do speak about things that are not gay, but we don't want it to be a thing where we isolate our queer listeners, because some people are there because they love the coming out stuff, they love when we're talking about like relationships, they love that, but we also want there's other things to talk about as well, because we're still queer people that exist in all different types of spaces.
I've seen you outside.
So, do you know what I mean? We don't
I'd be listening trying to create some game like
that's what the babes want.
So like
sweet
when we go back,
licky like a sweet.
Who said licky? Was it you? Never mind. So like even when like straight black guys come to us and say, listen, we love that, because we feel like they might not see us and say they want to listen. They might say, that's not for me.
So basically you're telling Nana like, let's not be too gayed off. Literally, sometimes like let's just find a nice
He's been
balance.
cooking that one for a little while.
Like, it's a bit too gayed off in here.
I want to stay gay. It's like, we're trying to appeal to the streets.
We're trying to appeal to the streets a little bit. Nana doesn't mind anyway, but like sometimes, especially we have guests as well, the guests just want to talk about the gay stuff sometimes.
And you've got to feed your base. Like even with us recently, like obviously I was saying to you before we started recording about like how much music releases there've been. So we had that big gap during lockdown where a lot of the big artists weren't releasing as much, and then now it feels like over the last like 8 to 12 weeks, influx. Where predominantly the reason why how me and Vans connected is off the love of journalism and music. So we're always gonna have music chat, but some weeks man maybe has to skip it or maybe just pick the right week to have that chat and we can really have a deep dive. But that's to feed our base. We're gonna obviously be ourselves, and I think people tapped into us. But like I'm sure you've got more interest in like give it to them, don't lose the core, because that's why you're here now. Obviously billboards, selling out shows and stuff, but there's probably more stuff that's gonna happen. I'd probably you get more comfortable and your chemistry builds between you two. You're gonna have more chats and stuff, isn't it?
But the thing, people do prefer, like our listeners do prefer it when it's just us and we just chat. They love that. That's
why we're pissed that that last one didn't record. It was just us. I don't think we spoke about gay stuff. We didn't speak about gay stuff. It was gayed off.
It was gayed off. Okay, yeah.
And it was a good episode. Like it was like how me and Nana's chat at home and just
people love that.
And the frustration of like it not coming out is in how you intended it to. Is like some of the things that us podcasters, content creators, like have to go through.
Recording a fire episode and then
it don't record.
You get a text like, oh yes, the
and
audio
you have to
messed up. How about I mess you up?
But has that happened to you guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Early on. And there was one episode we was cooking. Like I was looking, you look at Vans like,
bass,
your
boss,
hair,
boss,
like,
bass.
We're here, kindred spirits and that. And then it was like, lost the audio. And then there was one episode. Do you remember we recorded with Dems and RS?
Yeah,
and that's the second or third time.
Oh
coming
my
on.
God! Cooking.
I think like the first half an hour, if that just
I think it was
into
45.
atmosphere.
I think it was 45.
And it was annoying because obviously he is who he is. Dems is doing great stuff as well. And it was just good having a conversation with actors, innit? Black actors. And yeah, I just like, what the hell? The rest of the chat was good, but
we had exclusives in that.
Yeah, there's exclusives in that, and
we had exclusives.
That first half tied in. So like when it's kind of like you might have clocked as a listener, but there was stuff that tied into that second half of the conversation that made everything make sense.
And the thing is that like because they're guests, they don't have all the time in the world. You know, you have to go. Like if it's just me and Fols, then we'll try and salvage it in like trying to remember what we said. It's not gonna come off the same, but you know,
it's true.
But yeah, it's a mad one. It's a mad one.
Before we get into another stuff that you guys want to talk about, you've got some projects you're working on, or project you're working on. Do you want to tell the people a little bit about that?
I produced a short film called Losing Joy.
Okay,
it's my second short film, and it's in post-production at the moment.
Okay.
And we raised 15k to
15,000 naira. Cedis.
I think I donated to that. You know.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It wasn't much, but you know.
No. even if it was £5, everybody helps. Every penny.
That's ridiculous. You should have just chopped the
Nah, man.
Oh my god, my brother. A pound.
Bro, a donation is a donation.
She was sat over there like Dr. Umar. Donations. Donations.
It come from the heart, innit?
Actually, you know, and the money went to what we said it would go to, unlike some people. Dr. Umar. And yeah, no, it went really, really well. And, you know, Dave dropped 6k, which was lovely of him.
Like 6 racks in that.
Light.
Good old Santan.
Yeah, very light for him. And yeah, it's in post-production now. So we're submitting it to festivals and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah.
And what's the premise of the short film?
The premise is a young girl finds it hard to accept the death of her sister. Okay. And it's the first anniversary. And her ex comes round and helps and like helps her through it, helps her through the day. And yes, expect some saucy stuff because I'm a saucy babe. So
some naughty stuff.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask what kind of help.
I know because she left a link on the end, like you know, so
the ex came and helped her.
It's pamming through the pain.
All I'm saying is I came on set and we all had to be outside.
It was going to be hot and heavy.
Yeah, to be outside.
The director had her own time with the actors. That should be the log line: pamming through the pain.
Yeah,
yeah.
I hear it.
But yeah, it's a beautiful black story, and I didn't want to make the story about coming out or you know how hard it is being gay. I wanted a universal story with black queer characters.
Right.
Okay,
that's what I want to do.
So essentially, it ticks the box, but it's like it's just a story about relationships and okay.
So yeah,
and you said you're shopping around to festivals and stuff.
Yeah, submitting it to festivals. So I don't think people will see it until probably like next year.
Okay,
because there's movies.
Pinky, once it's out, put your pinky out. You got to put your pinky out. We'll come back on. We'll have a chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'd definitely like to watch it as well.
Yeah.
So
for certain scenes, you get me?
Nah, like you know, for the
shut up,
story. We want the story, bro.
Yeah, cool. We want the the cinematography.
Yes,
yes.
Yeah. Sure you do. We shot it on film as well. That's what took most of the budget. But yeah, it's looking good.
That's dope, man. I've always kind of wondered what it would be like to shoot a film, short or full length.
It's hectic. I didn't sleep for 3 days. It's a 15-minute film, and it took 3 days, and I didn't sleep. I was just like, I had so much anxiety.
I'd be fuming if you have me on set for like 3 days straight, and I'm in there for like 10 seconds. No.
Boy, you have to make sure you make the edit. Yeah. You have to make sure you make the edit.
So
make sure my cameo is in there.
Because it's on film though. Because doing it on film, you can't go back and do it again.
No, you can't.
It's
and
just
you can't really see. You can't do playback.
What was just for like the purpose of clarity? What does it mean when you say shooting it on film?
So you know the old film that's what they started with. Yeah, the old film. Like you know, you take a camera and
analog. They got like wind everything up and that.
The ones that we used to develop back in the day. You remember we had those cameras? It's the same film. That's what we shot, and it's just the way it looks as well. The texture's a bit like grainy.
Right.
That's how it looks, and quite old. But yeah.
Was that like an intentional thing?
Yeah, that director's. That's her thing. She shoots on film. She's also a photographer. Shoots on film. So yeah.
Does she dress like a hipster?
Yeah.
Was she wearing Dr. Martens?
She does have Dr. Bynes, doesn't she? Yeah.
I know the whole profile.
I hear it.
I love that.
We love it.
But yeah, it was a mostly like black cast. I think mostly black cast except for the first assistant director. But yeah, everyone was like more or less black.
Any cameos from any?
I know a first AD if you ever need one again.
Thank
A
you.
black woman.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, that would be great. Any what? Sorry.
Any cameos from any hetties?
Nope.
No, not even a light string, not even one hetty.
No
Got a
hetties.
straight insight.
Yeah. No hetties allowed on set.
Not a
No.
straight in sight.
Fair. Shout out to Emily.
That's straight.
And my neck.
My neck, my back.
Done.
Those jokes. Yeah.